So I think there's some really interesting trends in identity, particularly that we're seeing play out in the show. I think one that everybody's talking about a lot is sort of the shift towards AI, the concern around deep fakes, the concern around what sort of content is actually believable and what's not. I think the other trend that we're really excited about is this movement, sort of conflicting movement towards consumers wanting incredibly personalized engagements with the brands and the services they use, but also being incredibly jealous of their own identity data and wanting to protect their privacy and protect their security. So that tension is playing out where so many of these brands here need to make sure that they offer incredibly personalized services to their customers, but also do it in a way that doesn't make those same customers uncomfortable sharing that data. Portable identities ultimately is a reusable way to make sure that consumers have control of their own identity. So if you think about you, for example, you have accounts with all kinds of services, with your government, with Netflix, with e-commerce, and every one of those services, you have a one-to-one relationship where you've shared some elements of your identity and not others. And in almost all of those engagements, the service that you use has control over that identity data that you've shared. So we're really excited about the movement towards that portable, user-controllable identity where you're able to maintain sort of a one-to-many relationship across all these services and give you ultimate control over what you share, don't share, and how long you share it for. Probably one of the biggest challenges is really approaching this from a truly global perspective and understanding that certain cultures, certain people in certain places find some information to be very sensitive, find some information to be free, they're very comfortable giving it away freely. We see different levels of digitization, different levels of availability for all of this data. So, if you're a global business looking to transact globally, you want a fairly uniform experience across that, right? You want to know that your users are who they say they are. You want to know that you're interacting with the same person every time they come in, and you want to be confident that user isn't seeking to defraud you or seeking to defraud another one of your users. And that seems simple, but when you play it out across 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 countries, it becomes incredibly complex because most of these things don't have externally set standards. So really understanding how to federate, how to unify, and how to make consistent those experiences across all these different places is probably the biggest and most exciting challenge I think that we have. I think we're going to see massive adoption of electronic IDs. We've got, increasing adoption in the United States around mobile driver's license. You've got the EU setting their standards for digital wallets and EIDs for their data subjects and their citizens. We've seen incredible growth in EIDs in the Southern Hemisphere. So I think we're going to see, we'll go from 5 to 6, maybe 6.5 billion people globally will have access to an electronic ID that will sort of start this movement towards, I think, a true digital wallet and portable identity that I think is going to be really exciting for all these businesses that want to connect with consumers and the consumers who want to control their own identities.